So, a little bit of a random video, but it's more for me as an archive. But yeah, I figured I would share it. Um, this is my bag. This is my rucksack, which I've had now for. I got it in Pakistan, in Islamabad, at a cycling shop, second hand. So the actual structure, which I don't know what the brand is. I've actually never looked it up. So perhaps that's something I should do. It's yeah, it's a 45 litre something Ridgeline, and I paid £10 for it. And clearly, it was probably from like the early 2000s or 90s. Some cyclists had just sort of left their stuff when they returned from Pakistan, and the cycling shop just had it for sale for 10 quid. In a very, very dusty part of a building that was clearly going out of business. So it's nice that they got something back. And yeah, basically, I have worn this through to the capacity. The bag, as you can see, would have initially had the classic side straps that come around like this. I literally cut them off in Dushanbe in Tajikistan because my Dubai flight with Azerbaijan Air was so low, the free allowance for luggage, that I had to dispose of a lot of things. But that's fine. I always anticipate that if I can't get away with it, which usually I can, but this particular airport, there was no way to hide the bag and check in. It was a very sort of strange compartment, very secure system where I sort of got caught out, and I anticipate that. So a lot of the things that I throw away are things that I don't always need. They're just excess stuff that I figure, I'll take with me, and then yeah, if it comes down to it, I don't mind just getting rid of them. It's not something that happens that often either. Literally, I think that's the first time I've been caught out. Yeah, I think it's the first time I've been caught out since Madagascar, which is 2017. So we've had 9 years without getting caught out, and I fly probably on average 60 times a year, 70 times a year. So pretty good going. Yeah, so I took off the straps, which I prefer anyway. It makes it more comfortable to sort of squeeze into spaces like if you're on a bus, you can put it between your legs. The back plate as well, which is on the other side of this, obviously, so on the inside of the bag. You'd have a back plate that would come up through these, which, as you can see, are loose because there is literally no backplate there. I tore that as well, tore that out to save probably about 500 grams off the weight. So this bag actually, like when you empty it of its contents, is, I reckon, less than 350 grams, which is unbelievable. There's nothing else to it. I love the design. I think it's the classic design where you can open the base up. You've got the top here, which obviously just has the one waterproof pouch. This I broke even more the other day. So the actual strap I snapped hiking down the Wahan corridor on the Afghan border in Tajikistan. So yeah, where is it? Which one is it? Oh, it's just tied here. Yes, I literally just put an elastic band around it. Literally just tied that around, elastic band holding it. And then the other day, whilst hiking in Scotland, I walked from Loch Ness back to Inverness, which is 5.5 hours. This, which had been on the verge of snapping for some time, finally gave way. And this is perfect because I ordered a really expensive, fully waterproof bag, which cost me, I think, $350. So it's a pretty high grade one. And the only reason I got that one, because, frankly, I really enjoy customizing this, as you can see now, even though things are sort of peeling off, and I've intentionally not been, maintaining it because I've got a new bag, which I ordered like a few weeks ago. And it was on my mind for a while before, but I really do enjoy the customization. I think it makes you stand out for the positive. I think if you want to hitchhike or you're in a situation where, I don't know, like, it would be easier to sort of catch a ride with someone, or you kind of might want a bit of hospitality to help you along the way. Having flags on your bag just makes you seem like an authentic traveller to anyone that's sort of pondering whether they should give you a ride or not. It really makes a difference. Bearing in mind, this is obviously on the back of the bag, so when you're driving, this is what you're going to see on a walker. And yeah, like if it was me, I would be more inclined to stop if someone's got this on their bag than just sort of a guy with a regular backpack. And from a practical sense, this bag has been deteriorating for such a long time that I used a lot of these, not actually on the back, but certainly on the sides to cover up ripped patches. So there is a practical thing for it. You don't know what the flags are as well. This is obviously Cyprus. We've got Oman, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Georgia, Lebanon, Turkey, and this is actually northern Cyprus here, Kazakhstan there. We've got Kyrgyzstan here, and Uzbekistan as well. And yeah, like the idea would have been, if the bag wasn't in such bad condition, to just basically plaster the entire bag with flags. I actually stopped. I mean, this isn't obviously all the countries I've been to. This is just from Kyrgyzstan. I started Kyrgyzstan April last year. I went Kyrgyzstan and then looped Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, which I've been to all of those places many times, but that's my favorite part of the world. And then, yeah, the other ones were a continuation of that trip. And then I stopped in Armenia when there was only one shop that was selling flags and it was run by gypsies. And yeah, they were just trying to scam me. So it was the only shop that actually sold them in the whole of Gyumri. So I stopped collecting then. Yeah, and actually I got the Georgian one in Cyprus just before I went to Georgia again. So yeah, it's a really, I tell you what, like if you're thinking of backpacking, 45 liters is the absolutely perfect size. And I really do hope I've just ordered a 45 liter now. In fact, I will show you on my phone if you're interested. My other phone, which I'm going to flash before you with the bag that I've got. And actually, part of me wants to just really check that I have just ordered the 45. It's the perfect size. You can just about get away sneaking it onto planes, as I've already said. Like, this one caught me out late last year for the first time in 9 years. So imagine the amount of capital that's been saved. It's pretty damn incredible. And yeah, like it's not too heavy to carry. It's sort of a little bag that you can just take around with you and sort of walk around the city. You can empty obviously some stuff out in your guest house or your hostel and use it as a day pack. So it's just not too small. It's not too big. It fits in there. I mean, now I've got a high grade sleeping bag in there, -15. I've got a professional mountaineering tent, professional mountaineering mat. Yeah, like I still have space once maxing out what I need to fill into this sack at the moment. So yeah, it's the ideal size. Right, let me show you my order without giving you any information. Yes, I've actually ordered the perfect size. So I've just ordered the this one here, the Deuter Duracent, which is 100% waterproof. And actually, of course, water-resistant bags are pretty common. This is probably even a water-resistant bag, although it's about 20 years old. The new ones, a fully waterproof bag is naturally going to be more expensive. So $350 I paid for it. A lot of that is postage because it's from the US, and that's a 44 litre with a 10 extra, which I imagine is the fold at the top, can expand out with that buckle. But with a 44, that brings me into basically the perfect size. You still have to be a little bit careful when you board planes because the capacity is 55 centimeters in height for most cabin bags, especially the free ones. This comes in, and I don't know if they're counting when they give me the height measurements for the extra 10 liters, but it's a 68. You know, realistically, like, what is that? 13 centimeters more. Is that right? Is that good math? Yeah, 13 centimeters more. What's that? That's about 13 centimeters extra. So it's really not going to make a difference, you know, for most people at the gates. So yeah, that's the bag basically, and you know, I don't really know what to do with the flags. You know, I really did put quite a lot of effort into selling them. I spent a lot of time finding some of these flags as well. It's not as easy as you might think in countries that, you know, less tourists visit to find patches. It would be a shame to throw them away. I don't think anyone would buy this bag, obviously, for trekking, but I'm actually going to throw it on eBay anyway, just because someone might be interested in using it as some sort of, I don't know, aesthetic to a little independent hostel or just some decorations for a travel shop or something like that. I think it would be really cool. And ideally, if I had my own place, I would probably hang it from a porch, fill it with soil. So obviously put a plastic bag in there, fill it with soil, and then put little plants um, through. Because I mean, these are all like waterproof compartments as well. So fill that with compost, and then put some climbers in there, some creepers. Likewise on the side, you could put a pot in there, a pot in there, and yeah, just have like a tree growing out of it. That would be pretty sweet. So yeah, anyway, that's the bag there. That's a perspective of size. Really great memories from this bag. This is Pakistan. I can't remember. Was it 2022? Maybe 2023 or 2022. I'm getting confused. Maybe it was even earlier than that. I've literally lost track. But I've had this one for a really long time now. It's at least 4 years, I think. And it has been everywhere. This bag has been to like, oh my god, all through the Amazon basin, all through South America. It's been to every country in South and Central America, bar Guyana and Suriname. It's been, I think this was in Afghanistan. I've taken this everywhere. This is probably one of the best purchases ever. And as you can see, like I've literally like been sewing it up along the way, and it still lasted. And even though the strap went the other day, an important strap, obviously, realistically, I could take this to just a seamstress or a tailor and have, for next to nothing, it repaired to sort of be able to carry the weight again. But I want to do some more professional mountaineering stuff, like serious heavy duty hikes and climbs in some very, very sort of remote parts of the world. Unfortunately, this just isn't suitable as much as I love it. So yeah, there we go. If anything, this is for my archive, but I'll upload it onto YouTube anyway. That is, and under here is the brand, but I almost don't want to spoil it. I'll look up Ridgeline 45. But there we go. That's the end of an era. And probably do a video on the new one as well. So leave it there.